All right, welcome back to another video. I guess I had planned to, you know what, let's do this. I'm going to be, so eventually I think I will want to pivot a bit. This book just kind of, I'm pretty unhappy with it right now. And I honestly think the best thing I can do, and I've heard this from a number of sources. There's a good David Bumble video about this, and it's something I've heard from multiple areas. The best way to get better at network engineering is to lab. Look at the CLI output, pin up different kind of networks, make little tweaks, see what happens, read the logs, read the debugs, lab. So I thought this book would I would be doing that by following along with this book. And this is where I've been a bit disappointed because I really haven't been labbing the way I thought I would with this book. I haven't been looking at Wireshark. I haven't been trying different topologies, anything like that. So I think where I'm going to be finding information that allows me to apply it in the real world, kind of the way I want to, would be in my Wild Networking series. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make it to the end of this chapter here by completing these exercises. Um, but I think instead of starting chapter 8, which I hate to do this because this is the cloud computing chapter, this actually might start getting a lot better. Uh, no, I better just keep plugging away at this book actually. Yeah, you know what? And as I said in a previous video, like I can change up what I'm doing. I can make more videos for my Wild Networking series. I can lab more, um, but I can do that after I finish this book, and I'm already almost halfway done. So might as well just cap it off. Okay, but last video I tried to do this and I couldn't get the vanilla version, so we're gonna use the Docker guest version. Oops, I gotta do an apt get update. Do I not? Oh, okay, I see. So I've got to have a internet connection. Okay. Where's my internet? Oh, you know what? I gotta do this. Okay, I've got to uncomment the configuration here. Dang it. Well, let me reboot this. Okay, so there we go. Now I can do apt-get update, and then I can follow along with the book. Okay, I got Nginx now, so next step is going to be to create a new file called test_webserver.py. Do I need to make a virtual environment? All right, well, I guess I don't see one. Oh, you know what? It looks like they have a validate virtual environment here, so let's see. All right, I don't see any instructions for creating that, so I'm just going to create that based on my prior knowledge. So they've got validates there, so let's do ls, and then we'll do mkdir chapter 7, cd into it, we'll do Python. Oh, and we don't have Python yet, so we're going to need to apt install it. All right. So now I can do, oh, but I've got to do another command, but I forget what the command is, so I'll just do Python 3-m for module, and we're going to call the venv module, and when we do that, we've got to provide an argument, so we'll provide that as an argument, but I don't have this, so I get the command for how to get it if I just run it and have it fail, so. That is what I need. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of frustrating. I wish I could figure out how to save this. I guess what I could do is take a, like I could suspend all the nodes or like take a snapshot or something. So here's a screenshot, but I want to save the state of the project. I'm not sure how to do that. I mean, I could pause the nodes. I'm not sure what that would do. I guess I'll try that. Oh, here we go. I can manage. So now I can create, I can take snapshots. So let's once I've got everything good to go here, let's take us a snapshot. So, okay, it looks like I've got Python. So once I've got that virtual environment created, oops, and we'll delete this one. Okay, and then we'll make it again, but named properly. So it's going to be named validate. Okay, and then we'll activate it. Oh, we gotta change. Oop. I don't understand why. Oh, sorry. It's validate bin activated. There we go. So now let's take a snapshot. So if I forget about this project and then come back to it later, I can just reload this snapshot. So we'll say we're gonna click manage snapshots here. We're gonna click create, and then we're gonna name it create a new test file. Okay, and we'll call it before. Before starting. Okay, we'll call it that. Oop, it looks like the project has to be stopped though. But let's do that because I want to get back here. So we're going to stop everything. Okay, and then we're going to do a snapshot. We'll call it PiTest web server .py. We'll call it before. There we go. Oops, so it looks like it has to be stopped. It looks like it's in yellow now, so it's not stopped yet. Oh, now it went to green. Okay, I think it's stopped since it's red. So let's try it again. There we go. And now we've got a snapshot. So I can just hit restore, and I won't have to install those modules again. Okay, so let's move on to the next section now that we're set up. In this section, we'll be configuring that file there. So I've got to activate my virtual environment, but that is much better than having to install Python from scratch, update apt-get. So this is a much better place to start. I was actually getting kind of frustrated having to do that a bunch of times, so I'm really glad I figured out how to use snapshots. But that will be put to the test when I come back to this. I'm hoping to finish this. Okay, so I've got the file there. So reduce the, oh, so we also need PyTest. So let's do a pip install PyTest. All right. Okay, and we've got a virtual environment, so it's going to install PyTest into that virtual environment. So we can just do PyTest. Oops, looks like we can't just do PyTest. I don't know what happened. Why can't we just do PyTest? Now this happened last time too. So we can't just do PyTest because there's invalid syntax. In the compat.py file. And that seems right to me. I mean, it looks, I don't understand what line 39 of that. Let's take a look at line 39 of this file. Alt-C. That's not. Alt-N maybe? No conversion. How do I look at the line numbers? -L. What? I don't see any line numbers. Yeah, I don't see anything about line numbers. Let's see for a number. No. What about like index? Huh. Yeah, it looks like you can't display line numbers in. I don't know. That's too bad. There is a -L, but it's uppercase L. There's no dash in lowercase L option. That's too bad. Okay, so which one was it? I think I was trying to look at line 39. I guess I'm not sure which line that is. Oh, here we go. We can see line numbers at the cursor here with this. So right now I'm on line 46. We got to look at line 39. Okay, so here's line 39. We can see, yep, sure enough, if this is a Python file, this syntax here is not correct. So I guess I'll try just commenting it out. Let's see what the comments say. So FMT off singleton type for not set. Okay, so it looks like there's a really, really good comment there with a link to more information. Good example of how to leave good comments in a Python script. Yeah, I don't know what this means. This is garbage, so we'll comment that out. Yes, we will save it. And then we will try running it now that, oops. Oh, so we got another problem here. Compat file again, line 118 this time. Okay. That makes no sense. What are they trying to do here? There's like an arrow there. That is not Python syntax. I don't know what they're doing here. I think this is meant to be a part of the doc string. I think it's just that like sloppy of code. Yeah, this is meant to go down here, I think. And be commented out. Okay, I think this is what they're getting at. I have no idea. This is really weird. I don't know why this is such a mess. Is PiTest like not a thing? I thought PiTest was like a modern tool that a lot of people used. I mean, I wonder if it is though. If it's, maybe because I'm using such a old version, like. Okay, so this was line 118. Yeah, here. So for some reason, now the def does have a colon, right? Does. Can you do that in Python? I've never seen that happen before. I'm really curious about that now. I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to see if you can actually do this in Python. Like maybe that is valid Python syntax. It's not Pythonic, that's for sure. At least not the way I understand Pythonic. Because from what I understand, like Pythonic is something that's unusual from the standpoint of like typical networking or programming languages, but that is a lot easier and easier to read from the vantage of somebody who's not like it's like less like a Pythonic syntax is a syntax that can be more easily understood by somebody who's not like a professional programmer. I thought was the meaning of that. But let's try defining test. Then we're gonna do an arrow like this, and then we're gonna say not the let's do tuple and then we'll say str like that. We'll say print test. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this is interesting. It looks like it errored out after this arrow here, so. Weird. Okay, that is, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Apparently you can do an arrow in the line in your Python code where you define a function. Yeah, what is this? It is function annotation. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, I like that. So you can say like define read a uh, define applies only to a specific kind of object. So if you're defining a function that requires a specific kind of function object as a argument, then you know, instead of just having to say obj and then maybe going down here doing a docstring obj has to be a cell object or whatever. So instead of doing something like that, you can just like write that here. Oh, but it has to be like you have like it can be a string. Like it has to be a built-in or an imported actual type. So I don't understand what that's all about. I personally wouldn't use that. I would just write it out in the docstring. Like I think a lot of like even advanced Python programmers would just be like confused by this and would expect that to just be called out in the docstring. All right, so we're a little bit stuck here because we're trying to get PiTest to work, but it looks like some of the files for PiTest are being really wonky. Let's try doing an apt-get install on PiTest. Oh, can't find it. Let's do another pip install on PiTest. So let's do a pip install upgrade pip. Okay, perfect. And now we'll do a pip install PiTest. Invalid syntax. What the hell does that mean? This is so weird. I mean I know what's going on. There's invalid syntax at line 118, but I don't understand why a Python module doesn't have Python in it, or it isn't. I think it's because my version of Python is not right. I don't understand why I have to have an out-of-date version like this. Like I want Python 3.8. I'm pretty sure they have 3.8 or even like 3.9 now. I think that's what's on my regular computer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's go with Python 3.9. Oh, no. When I did that, I got, looks like I got Python 3.5 when I did that. That is interesting. I don't understand why I'm stuck with Python 3.5 here. Okay, let's just keep going and trying to fix these files here. So on line 118. that just types that out there. I thought I could jump to line 118. I'm sure you can, I just don't know how to. Okay, so 118 here. There's invalid syntax on this line, apparently. Oh, yeah, you can't have this CLS. Oh, I see now. Yeah, so they meant to have. I think they meant to have it like this, and then this on another line. This whole thing is just really messed up. So we're gonna get rid of all of that, and then we're gonna do CLS, and yeah, that should be good, hopefully. Okay, so we got another problem here. So I think the problem with this is that my version of Python 3.5, if I do a yeah, if I try to do an F string like this, yeah, we can see we've got invalid syntax here, and let's simplify it even more. So we're gonna go like that. Yeah, see, we can't include an F in this version of Python. So it looks like which version does this depend on? Ah, so 3.6 is the oldest version. I've got 3.5. That's probably why I can't use PiTest too, because it depends on 3.6 or later code. So I got to figure out how to get 3.6 on here. So I've got Linux, Ubuntu, Docker, Guest, but I'm guessing my version of this is just so crazy out of date. So, oh yeah, LSB release-a. Yeah, I'm using version 16.0.2. I think my version is just too far out of date to get the latest Python. Okay, well, you know what? God damn it. Oh, that really angers me. I'm like seriously angry right now. Why am I so angry? No, I'm angry because I thought like this lab was like really like kind of not going to be this difficult to use. Like I thought it was going to be easier than this, just to spin up like a Linux box and play around, but it's not, because I don't have the right version. Okay, so let's do, instead of the Docker guest here, let's try the desktop guest. Okay, so now we can take our pick of any version. So let's go with this one. Okay, osboxes.org, Ubuntu. Hopefully this is good. Ah, perfect. We've got everything we need here. And the checksums probably even match too. So let's see which version we want. I kind of want the 18.4 version because that's what my home lab is running on. But you know what? I'm gonna use the brand new one, just because that might be what's on. That's what's coming down the pipe, so I might as well get used to that right now. So this is Focal Fossa. Yep, that's the one. So we're gonna download this. Here we go. So now, it looks like it's gonna be zipped. That's fine. That's better. The download will go faster. And it looks like we were taken to a pretty interesting website here called OS Boxes. And it looks like you can just download images. Just any image on here, and it's just free. You just download it. You don't sign up. You don't fork over any money, and you can just go on your merry way. So let's take a look at what kind of images they have on here. Okay. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh, so this looks like I went to another site called Noobs Lab when I clicked on this tutorial here. Um, Now these are virtual box images, so these will be OVA files or VDI files. I think there's two kinds of files that it could be. But yeah, I guess I'm not sure what to do with these. Let's look into some of them that look interesting. Calculate Linux, that looks kind of interesting. CentOS, that's a classic one. But we got the download going, so hopefully this will eventually work. If there's a networking distribution, I definitely want to do that. Here's a security OS. That looks interesting. Let's look into this one. Raspbian, that goes on a scientific Linux. That looks interesting too. Science is always interesting. Okay, so and the Ultimate Edition, that looks interesting as well. Okay, so let's look into these. Okay. Reach Arch Linux, lightweight and flexible. Tries to keep it simple. Okay. Let's take a look at. Oh, let's move on to the next one. Backbox.org. Backbox is more than an operating system. It's a free open source community project with the aim of promoting the culture of security in an IT environment and give its contribution to make it better and safer. All this using exclusively free open source software, demonstrating the potential and power of the community. Yeah, this one looks interesting. I like this one. Yeah, I might want to do that one. So here's going to a site not recommended that I visit. Yeah, I'm not going to that one. Not going to this one either. Okay, yeah, I don't think I need this one. Let's look at the introduction for this. It's in another language. I don't speak that language. Okay, so we'll skip over that one because I would have to learn Russian apparently in order to use it. That's going to take me a while. Alright, I gotta take a break. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I think I'm not sure what happened. I think I paused it and came back. If not, you might have seen me. I don't know. I always wonder, like, if I accidentally left the camera rolling and did something embarrassing. I'm sure I did a few times. And even if I intentionally keep the camera rolling, I'm sure like some of this stuff I'm doing is, yeah, I'll look back and think it's even more embarrassing than if I were to accidentally leave the camera rolling, to be honest. I mean, I was just trying to use version 16 of Ubuntu. That's pretty embarrassing. All right, but let's, so unfortunately there's really not much I can do until I get a more current version of Ubuntu installed on my server, and it's got 7 minutes left now. It used to have 4 minutes, but now it jumped up to 7 for some reason. So let's keep looking through these distributions and see if there's another one we want to get. Okay, so it looks like some of these distributions are this, what the hell? Okay, it looks like this is another security box, kind of like the Backbox. It's another one meant to emphasize network security, or not network security, but server security, like basically just security. Yeah, it's a hardened operating system. So I'll leave that one up there. That looks kind of interesting. What's the paired project? Yeah, this is another security one. Debian based. Oh, yeah, so here's a cybersecurity lab. I wonder, are these like newer than, because for me, like when I was in networking school, Kali Linux was the distro you would use for network security. So I wonder if there's like a new one. I've never heard of those. Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't just use like Kali Linux. Okay, so this is for scientific computing, so there's going to be a lot of specialized infrastructure. That'd be cool if they made a Linux distribution for machine learning. They probably do. But these two look interesting. I'd like to get those, but unfortunately. Oh, not this one though. Or, wait. Oh, this is the police one. This is the one. This is another security one. These two are security-based ones, and it looks like this is the security. It looks like a lot of them are security. Yeah, so here's like Pwnbox. I should do more stuff like this. That would be interesting. I've never really like gotten into the like pen testing cybersecurity side all that much. I just haven't really been like, I don't know. I kind of want to keep my, you know, if there's reason to be like there's a reason that cybersecurity is such a lucrative field, I think, and I'm not all that interested in the details of that. I like getting into security is to me not as interesting uh, as other sorts of things. Let's see here. So, oh yeah. Let's see if there's a Linux distro for machine learning. Oh, there's one for gaming, it looks like. But that's there's a Steam distro, I think. Pop OS. Game Hub. Ubuntu. Yeah, Ubuntu. I mean, you can just straight up use Ubuntu for just about anything. And some of these are just like, why use Kubuntu instead of Ubuntu, because you get a little bit of extra computing power that's not uh, taken up by your operating system for things that don't matter. Huh. Yeah, you can just use Ubuntu for just about anything. Alright, we're going to skip that. Oh, it looks like my download is ready now. Oh, now we've got a .vdi. I don't know if I can do a VDI. Maybe it'll change after I... Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have a VDI. Or I have a VDI, but I need a VMDK. I don't know if a VDI is going to work. Oh, now it's not responding. Okay, it's a different... Maybe I can just rename it to VMDK. I wish this were working. I don't know why this is so difficult. Yeah, the checksum doesn't match. But this is going to take a while. I'm tempted to just skip this. Like, I thought my lab would work better than this. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe I just need to update my version of Ubuntu or of GNS3. It's just been getting too far behind. Yeah, this is going to take forever. Yeah, I mean, I almost got there. It's just my Ubuntu Docker here is version 16 of Ubuntu, so I need a newer version of Ubuntu. So that's what I'm trying now, is to get a newer version of Ubuntu, but I'm having trouble doing that. It's not easy. Never is. So I mean, I guess what I could do is try it on CentOS. But I think the instructions are Debian, not Red Hat based, so they want Ubuntu to be used. All right. Well, you know what? This has been almost an hour. This is going to take too long to just sit here and wait on video. So I think I'm going to end this video, upload it. I'm sorry, there really wasn't much or any content to it. But when I come back, I will be trying one more time to get the exercises for, I think it's chapter 8 complete. So there'll be one more video on chapter 8. And if I spend one more video on this and I just can't get it to work, I'll just move on to chapter 9. So this is going to be the second to last video in this chapter.